We'll start with Ira Winderman. Go ahead.
Duncan. Duncan Bam is actually on the other feed right now talking about how the ball didn't really get to where it needed to, that the ball stuck a little bit tonight. Do you attribute that sort of as part of the reason for the overall three-point shooting? The reserves were 0-17 from beyond the arc. Is it as much not the shooting is getting the ball where it should be in the first place?
Yeah, I definitely think there's a basketball karma to it. When you are connected, everyone feels like they're in rhythm, then obviously, the shots are more inclined to go in. But I don't think it's a, individual selfish thing. I don't think anyone's out there trying to get their own and, be a pig or anything. Definitely don't think that. I think, it's just about finding that connectivity. We've had it at stretches this year and we haven't at other stretches. So it's just about, continuing to find that connection.
All right, up next we have Anthony Chiang, Miami Herald. Go ahead.
Hey, Duncan. I know Bam takes a lot of pride in your shot attempts and what you do on the offensive end. How much pride do you kind of take in Bam? And, do you take it as do you take it hard on yourself when he does a night like tonight where he only gets 6 shot attempts?
Yeah, it surprised me just looking at the box score. I think we all take Bam for granted at times, just with how much he does for everybody on both ends of the floor. He covers up so much defensively and covers up so much defensively and offensively is, so willing to get other people involved. So it's definitely a responsibility on us to do the same. And I have a lot of opportunity to do that, especially when coming off of handoffs. I missed him a couple of times, turned the ball over once. I had an opportunity to get it to him where he can play make. So, I think it's got to be a collective effort for sure.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Cooper Moorhead, Heat.com. Go ahead.
Duncan, it's pretty clear how important it is for you guys to be able to not just get stops, but able to turn those stops into a little bit of pace for your offense. But what's the difference between a night like the other night in Portland, where it felt like you guys were being disruptive all night, and then tonight where Phoenix was uncomfortable in that early part of the game, and then they got more comfortable as things went on?
I think it's a combination of things. I think we had stretches where we were really disruptive tonight, like you said, mentioned early, rather than later. But they're a good team too. And they get very organized offensively. They get to really good spacing. So it's not like we're going to be able to hold every team to 80, 90 points. That's not to say that we were perfect tonight defensively, because we definitely weren't. But yeah, I mean, it's about getting those stops, converting those stops, getting out in transition and letting the ball find energy. So, yeah.
All right, up next, we're going to go with Joseph Begiristain, Heat.com. Go ahead.
Hey, Duncan, I saw on your podcast you mentioned you did like a word association and you mentioned CP3. How fun is it to compete against him, and what makes him so tough?
It's probably just the way that he controls the game. He's always thinking. You can see it. His mind's just always working and moving, trying to find a way to manipulate a game, and whether it's himself attacking and creating, but also he has just an awareness of who he's out there on the floor with and who he can get involved and how he can do it. So obviously, he's been doing it for a long, long time. He has a wealth of basketball knowledge and saw it on display tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Duncan, that's it. Thank you. All right, everybody, that is going to conclude media availability for tonight. Thank you and have a